On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to guide my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, keep myself physically strong and mentally awake, and morally straight. A Scout's trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. We'll do our best to hit at least one of those if possible as we take a close look at the latest Girl Scout cookie, the Adventureful, right now on You Tried Dat! You Tried Dat! The Adventureful. I'm Nick Novak from my pals Chad Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Hey there.
Now, Geiger, you just had a son coming up. Is that oath sound? Do you hear that? Did Jake have to do that oath at any point?
Oh, is that the Scouts thing? Yeah. He was in Boy Scouts. He had a son coming up. I'm like, Betsy's pregnant? What are we talking about?
No, like the sun rose this morning.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely did Scouts for a couple years. He definitely had to recite that. He had to, like carry the flag in without it touching the ground. You learn a lot of. I felt like a lot of the Scouts things were like, yet again, here's what to survive with in the woods, and it's all things that you'll never have on you. Like, you should have a compass and a flashlight, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm just carry that around.
If your flag touches the forest floor, you're fucked.
Yeah, bears will attack you for being unpatriotic.
Where's the part of that code? Where's the part of that where it's like, and we will introduce you to the oppressive weight of the capitalist machine by selling cookies?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give the nod to the Girl Scouts because the cookies are delicious. There's a lot of different varieties of them, where the Boy Scouts are selling like a small tin of unpopped popcorn for $95.
Fuck that noise.
Yeah. I will say the thing about like the Boy Scouts too, I felt like it was like, I'm all for my kids having activities, but the extent to which I want to be involved in those activities is drop them off, pick them up, right? Like not every activity at the Boy Scouts. There's like a pitch for the parents at the end. Like, we really need a treasurer and a scoutmaster and someone to create the Pinewood Derby cars, and then someone else with a timing mechanism. And it's like, who's going to be the chapter vice president, and putting all this pressure on. I'm like, I got my job. I don't need yours too.
Look, if my kid lets the flag touch the floor, call me and I'll come in.
I feel that too, because like, my daughter's going to be starting preschool in a couple months here. Mm-hmm. And we were looking at all these preschools, and there's a bunch like actually really close to our house that I immediately crossed off the list because they like require parent participation. So either you have to come in one day a week and like, I don't know, serve the kids food or drive them to field trips or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not doing any of that. Like, just take my money and take care of my kid. Like, that's all.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, then that sales thing, Chad, you're not kidding. Like, it's like a big thing. Like, it's always like, all right, well, you gear up for popcorn season, and here's all the boxes, and your each kid has an individual goal, and then we have a troop goal, and then we have a thing goal, and then he can get a prize. And like, Jake didn't want to do any of it, so Jake was like, I'm like, well, we can call Grandpa and Grandma. And he goes, okay, can you call him? Like, you have to sell it. I'm not. This is my fucking thing. So he calls my mom. My mom goes, hello, and he just goes, I am trying to raise money for. He's like reading the script, and my mom goes, who is this? Like, she knew exactly who it was, but it just starts launching into his pitch. She goes, can you buy popcorn, Grandma? And that basically hangs up.
She said no.
She's like, I don't really prefer it.
If you had some cookies, maybe, but popcorn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew. So one of my friends out here is, he's the leader of his daughter's Girl Scout troop or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so as part of that, he was somehow responsible for distributing all the cookies for like the whole like region or something like that. And I remember he sent me a picture one time of his garage. It was just stacked, the whole garage full from floor to ceiling with boxes and boxes of Girl Scout cookies. And then he's like, oh yeah, here's my website where you can like just order it and they'll be shipped to you. And I'm like, something about the innocence is kind of lost here, where it's just like a garage full of cookies. Like,
Chad's just like sitting in the midst of all these empty boxes. I told you not to put me in charge.
I remember there was a couple fun things we did as a thing. Every year they would do like the rockets. They would do the Pinewood Derby stuff, and my son would get upset because he never put any effort into his thing, and neither did I, and it was always slow. I'm like, I'm not a wood shop.
He had dads who were good at woodworking.
Oh yeah, you have these guys that come out and it looks like a miniature Indy car, and like, yeah, the kid did that. Yeah, good point. So, and then they did the rocket launch stuff. That was fun. There was one thing we did. We had to spend. Our troop went to this Cantigny. It's like this local like war museum, and like we go in there, and we do a tour, and then there's like tanks outside. We walk around, and then the kids all like climb on them, and then you spend the night, but you don't. There's no beds and stuff. It's like you sleep over at the museum, right? So we're supposed to
sleep on a tank.
You sleep on top of a tank in the gunnery seat. But you like, so we bring these like sleeping blankets and you know, whatever, all that kind of stuff. But like, it's fine for the kids because kids can sleep anywhere. I think we were just recently talking about this, but like my area to sleep was just on the floor, like on the linoleum floor, and like right across from the kids' bathroom. So it's just kids running around, like dumping constantly. And I'm like laying on this floor, like I cannot sleep. And like you could tell all the dads the next day were all like holding their backs and sitting down, like,
is there a mummy in this museum?
I went to go find Jake as he was running around with his friends, and this one guy had to sleep on this. It was supposed to be a World War II exhibit, so it looked like a historical European like village that was getting bombed or something. And it was like cobblestone street, and he's like laying there, and I look down and I go, "Oh man, Dave," and he goes, "God damn it!" Like he just like,
wow.
And he goes, "Yeah, I didn't luck out."
There was nowhere in the whole museum except this cobblestone street.
I don't know why, but they're all lined up there. I'm like, and then the next morning we wake up, and they had breakfast, and we're all just like kind of sitting there, like we're all bleary eyed, and like then they're trying to get us to eat larvae. Like, oh, if you were surviving in the woods, I'm like, it is 8:00 in the fucking morning. I just slept on the linoleum floor. Get this larva out of my fucking face. But I ate some.
Larva sounds pretty good compared to a cobblestone sleep, actually. I feel like sign me up for that shit.
I had found some of the toughest merit badges to earn. I'm going to run them by you.
Okay.
And there was a bunch of retired ones. The most notable retired one before we get into the current was called stalking. Referred to basically tracking an animal, but
right.
Okay.
So some of the ones they have to
the most dangerous animal of all. So.
You use social media. You find a lady that you like.
It was replaced with the catfishing badge.
Cyber harassment.
So some of the ones that still exist. There's fingerprinting.
Yeah.
What is that?
Your scout who really needs to catch a dangerous criminal.
Oh.
I thought you said finger painting. I'm like,
oh no,
that's
fingerprinting.
pretty terrible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dentistry.
just this 8-year-old girl with a drill. Yeah, come at my teeth.
I just save a few bucks on this root canal, so I'm gonna have the Girl Scouts earn their badge.
They're like contributing that with like the cookies are giving you more cavities, so that then they can.
It's a whole scam.
Yeah.
One is called American Labor. I'm not sure.
I've gotten my badge for that. What the
fuck? All these cookies, they're earning them all. Truck transportation. Like, how the fuck are they supposed to earn that?
I'm on a long haul from Louisiana to California,
and they have a little note underneath that says, "Assume you are going to ship by truck 500 pounds of goods, freight class 65, from your town to another town 500 miles away. Your shipment must arrive in 3 days. Explain in writing, ...
And that's all you do to get a badge?
You just write an essay?
I guess.
Do a math problem, get a trucking badge.
Climb into this. Drive cross country in your truck.
Build large catapult.
And finally, nuclear science.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Oppenheimer, the world's first Boy Scout.
I am become death, eater of cookies.
I am become death. Where's my Weeblo badge?
Yeah, I was in Scouts as a kid. I don't remember a ton of. I remember Pinewood Derby. I remember Klondike Derby, and then I do remember the level being called the Weeblos.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
never got made fun of ever.
Isn't it short for like "We're Below Scout" or something? I think that's true. I think that's actually true.
Well, that can't be it.
You have to live in the sewer.
No, like it's the level below or whatever.
We're less than human. We're the Weeblo.
These kids are already going to get their ass kicked for being in Scouts.
Oh, no. It stands for Will Be Loyal Scouts. I was way off.
I could see your dad being really into like the Pinewood Derby car making process. Is that wrong or no?
Yeah, he was kind of, I seem to remember into it. But I don't remember winning anything because there was always kids putting graphite on the wheels and like there were various tricks to try to win. I just didn't, even as a kid, want to put that much effort into it.
Right.
There was that one kid that like they had a little nitrous pack on the back of their thing and they would like get in there.
And then you had to fight off the sewer dwelling Weeblo people that would come out of the ground and start racing their cars.
Yes, it was Weeblo, Scout, then Waybov once you were done. I don't even know if I made it to what is Boy Scout? What is that level? Like what age?
I think it's all Boy Scout though.
Oh, okay.
I know at Jake's age it was all animals. It was like bear, wolf, tiger.
Oh, okay.
Something. And then probably cub, and then when you're older, it's probably bear.
Subterranean human.
Mole man.
Amoeba.
When you're like walking down the street and just out from the sewer grate pops a hand with a popcorn.
Creepily reciting the Scouts honor thing.
You're like, what's his hand? Oh, it's got a trucking badge. It's a Weeblo.
Oh, the dad who's started sleeping on the cobblestone street and sunk into the sewer.
Do you need any dentistry done?
Here's how to make a square knot.
All right. Well, let's eat the Adventurefuls. The newest Girl Scout cookie, brand new this year. I've been waiting a long time. These have been sitting in my cabinet a long time. I got 2 boxes. My family already finished one off, and I had to resist the whole time.
What were their early impressions, or do you not want to spoil it?
I won't say. Okay. Yeah, it says Adventurefuls indulgent brownie-inspired cookies with caramel-flavored cream and a hint of sea salt. And these, basically, they're the same round old shape with in the center what looks like the caramel circle, and then some drizzled chocolate over the top.
They're crunchier than I thought they would be. When it says it's brownie inspired, I kind of thought they'd be a little bit softer.
It's very cookie-ish.
Yeah.
All right, Chad, did you come up with a way for us to rate these?
Yeah. We'll just do a 3-point scale here. So starting at the top, we've got Girl Stout, if you like it, starting at the top. Then in the middle, we've got Girl Doubt. And then the worst one is Girl Gout.
You love the gout jokes. I knew for a fact Girl Doubt was going to be in there. I was trying to think. I'm like, I bet you he does Girl Doubt.
Okay.
Right.
Geiger, you have the very important task of leading us off here. So what do you
think? These are pretty good. I think, Chad, you mentioned, I also thought it was going to be a soft cookie. But I think if I think about it more, if you had a real soft, like brownie consistency cookie with that like soft caramel top, it would just be too much soft. I don't know. It's not English, but you know what I mean? It's too much of one feeling. I like that it's a little crunchier. And I actually asked you guys if you could taste the salt, but I kind of could near the end, at least on my second cookie. The caramel's not overwhelmingly like caramely, and it's not the stick in your teeth kind of caramel. Too bad. I mean, a little bit. It's a good chocolate flavor. And overall, I kind of like these. I think this is a nice stout. scout. This is a hefty scout, a rotund, ample scout. So I will give it a stout scout. These are good.
It was Girl Stout, but that's okay.
What did I say?
You said Stout.
Oh, okay. All right. Girl Stout.
All right, Chad.
Yeah, actually, these are a pleasant surprise. Like, just kind of looking at them, I wasn't really sure that I was going to like them. Like, that maybe the caramel would be like kind of too sticky, or maybe they would taste kind of stale. But I think this is a good execution of what they're trying to do here. It's not my favorite Girl Scout cookie by any stretch, but we did that Girl Scout cookie ranking a while back, and I would put this near the top. In the upper tiers of Girl Scout cookies for sure. I think it's good. I'm going to give it another Girl Stout.
I think my family undersold these. They didn't speak all that highly of them, and I'm going to have a talk with them because this is, and I think this may be the first mini in however many we've done, 40 or so, that we're going to end up with a perfect score. Yeah. I think these are really good. I'd put them also near the top of my rankings, for sure in the top 3, maybe even top 2. These are much better than I thought. I agree. I like the crunchy cookiness of it. If it was softer, I don't think I'd like it.
Yeah, same.
I think that's part of my reason with the one you guys love so much, the
Tag Along.
I don't like the texture of it that much, so I think it needs a harder crunch to it. I think this kind of hits right on. So I think I will be ordering another box of these next year, and we're going to have 3 Girl Stouts. Sounds like we're giving alcohol to children.
Wow.
That's the tag along? That's your guys' favorite still?
Yeah,
the peanut butter one. Yeah,
I still put this below the tag along, but it is good.
Same.
It's good. Good chocolate flavor there, more than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Did you order any other cookies this year?
For me, it was 2 boxes of tag alongs, and then this one, and a box of Thin Mints for my wife.
Yeah, I got this, and I think I tag alongs too. I do like Thin Mints quite a bit. I just didn't want to buy 3 boxes this year because screw the Girl Scouts.
I know in a not popular opinion, I ordered these, and then I ordered the trefoils. Those are so
buttery. So buttery.
All right, Geiger, if people would like to tell us their Girl Scout cookie opinions, where could they contact us?
Tammy's a real bitch. Yeah, if you were a scout, either a Girl Scout, Boy Scout, Cub Scout, Scout in the Army, Major League Baseball Scout, any type of scout, let us know what your experiences were like. If you have had the Adventureful and you want to let us know what you think, or you didn't like it as much as we did, or you agree, give us where you think it ranks in the pantheon of Girl Scout cookies. You can reach us at youtrydat@gmail.com. We are on Instagram. We are on YouTube. We also have a group on Facebook called You Tried Dat. We are on Twitter, #YouTriedThat. Basically, anywhere you can listen to your podcast, you can listen to us. We appreciate those that do very much. Thank you for listening. If you would like to share it with your family and friends, spread the word, and we can get more people's opinions of Girl Scouts and other sundry topics.
A few of the other discontinued ones, gone for about 25 years, has been beekeeping. And gone since the 50s is blacksmithing.
Kind of 2 lost arts there.
I have a neighbor who does beekeeping.
Really?
He has like beehives, and he sells his honey. It's actually really, really good.
My step uncle, my stepmother's brother has a honey business, and yeah, he has like a swarm of bees. And it's this thing where you'd think like you let them out in a certain area, and he also sells them to come pollinate land and stuff. So a farmer or whoever will have them come to their land, they'll release the bees, and as long as you keep the queen or something, the bees will all come back into the truck or something. It's this weird science, and then he makes honey on the side too. It's a very odd business, but it sounds interesting.
So no one has any issue with these girls selling cookies door to door, but this dude just jarring his own honey. We're cool.
I mean, he's not quite the corporation of the Girl Scouts, but yeah.
There's pigeon raising and rabbit raising. This sounds like it was more useful back in the day, but seems a real pain in the ass. Like you have to go get a pigeon and raise it up to get your badge.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, how do they know you didn't just get a adult pigeon and say it was yours? Like they have to monitor its progress or something like that. There's no way. That seems like when you could cheat, I'm guessing.
Aren't they all? I mean, aren't all the kids cheating at these things?
Oh yeah. All these kids are just using UPS and then telling them to give them their telemetry on it so they could just pass their trucking freight badge.
They're cheating at dentistry. They were doing actually like open heart surgery and then said it was dentistry. It's like completely cheating.
How rate your ability to a real life scout task? Let's say you were stuck in the middle of nowhere, trapped in the middle of a forest with like a few essential things, like something to start a fire. Sort of like the Naked and Afraid type shows where they just drop people. Do you have? Where would you rate on 1 to 10 your survival skills or abilities?
2.
Yeah.
I think.
I have excess fat to live off of.
Yeah, I get a point for that.
Yeah, 1 or 2. Am I naked? You said I'm definitely gonna be afraid, but am I naked?
It's just me and you there. You're naked.
Wait,
I'm
what?
not.
Oh, okay. I'm no longer afraid. Naked and Aroused in that show. Now, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't be very good at it. I don't know what I can eat and what I can't. Like, I'd probably find some berry and be like, sure, and eat it and like kill myself or something. And...
Sure.
Food.
Don't mind if I do.
Like, I also see, like, they teach you how to make the fire by rubbing the sticks together. I mean, like, I could see myself doing that and cursing for like 3 straight hours and getting nary a spark of anything.
Right.
I could spend the rest of my life rubbing sticks together and I ain't starting a fire.
No, I am never having my Tom Hanks, I have made fire moment. Like, that will never happen to me.
Do I get like a volleyball like Wilson though, like I can talk to?
Yes.
Okay.
No, you get a basketball.
You get a basketball. Named Spalding.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll do it for this time. But we'll be back next time. Trying out 3 grand.
This is.
Yep.